Hello, Tribers. How are we? Welcome to It's a Sure Thing, the community collective collaboration show where we usually interview people who are making a difference. Now, please do invite your friends along to come and join us and listen out tonight. Our guest for our first season 2, episode 1 for 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. So we have had a little break, and yes, good evening to all of you that are out there, hopefully listening. Because we have got a scratching for tonight's show, Amanda Gout, she's not feeling well enough to come on, so we'll postpone her to another Thursday. So I decided to come on board, and Adair, our fabulous producer, is behind the scenes making sure this all happened and all of the assets were changed and everything in order for tonight to happen. So it's really exciting to be able to just come on here and say welcome. Hi, Beck. How are you? Good to have you here. And Wayne, good evening, Wayne from Renmark. So we will actually be talking quite a bit about Renmark and about the Riverland, the Enlighten Tribe Convoy that we've got to Renmark. There's lots of things I can talk about, as you all probably know. So hello to Sue and Adair from Ree Driver. Hi, Ree. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to put it out there. If anybody has got any questions that you'd like to ask of me related to festivals, events, the Convoy trip that we're doing, the Riverland Wellness Festival that's happening in 2nd and 3rd of April, and anything in between. If you want to know more about face reading, if you want to know about how to let go of things with ease and grace, please let me know and put your comment up on the screen there. I will share that I've been doing some massive work on letting go of materialistic things, letting go of attachments, letting go of relationships and friendships that have just run their course, and just healing through that and knowing that, I don't have to take things personally, and it's nothing that I may have done or not done, and vice versa. It's just how things are. So I'm feeling very clear with my energy now as a result of a number of things. One of the things I've been doing is the Shadow Goddess course with Kerry Ryan, who lives on Cuchimudlo Island. And I met her in September when I went to stay with Adair on her houseboat, which was actually the start of something magnificent that happened. So now I'm talking too much and not looking at the comments. So, okay, Simon, thanks for joining us, gorgeous. He's put, what is the Enlighten Tribe Convoy to Renmark all about? And what inspired this? And Adair's put, I'd like to know how the idea of the convoy came about, and exactly what does being involved in the convoy mean? Okay, so thank you, Ree, for also saying well done. Yes, I've had some major things happening, but some really good support. So I always call upon people to help me and support me who are just in the Enlightened Tribe directory, actually. So let's talk about the Enlightened Tribe Convoy to Renmark. So it started with an idea for many years ago when I started Enlightened Tribe, which was 3 years ago now. And the idea of that was to bring people together, bring community together, share with others in an open and welcoming atmosphere. And we did monthly events at Meeting Place, McLaren Vale, and we had guest speakers at each monthly event. And then because of everything that's been going on with that word that will remain unsaid, things stopped, events stopped, catching up with people stopped. So that was okay. That was an opportunity to reflect and go within. And then when things started to shift again, I've had this thing in the back of my head that I'd really love to get like a camper van and put the Enlightened Tribe logo on it and just go with a heap of people, whoever wants to come, and just go on a trip, go on a weekend away somewhere and just camp by the river or go to Port Lincoln or go to Mount Gambier, wherever in South Australia at the moment we can do, because wherever there's a way, wherever there's a will, there's a way. So, you know, I love organising events, as you all know. So I thought, okay, well, how can I do something that, how can I still do something that brings people together? And outdoor events is basically the way that I'm looking towards heading. So my friend Simon Carter encouraged me to hire a camper van before buying one, because my old self would just go and get things on a whim and put myself in debt and struggle and just go off and buy a camper van without much research. But the new version of myself now tries to listen to people, researches, and gets all the information beforehand. So Simon and I hired a camper van from Camplify. So just a little high ace caravan, the two of us in there. And we headed up to Renmark, stayed at Swan Reach the first night, and then spent Saturday night in Renmark and just distributed lots of flyers for the upcoming Riverland Wellness Festival. And so while we were there, we sat by the river and it was beautiful and everything. But what we realised was that the camper van, like, you can't stand up in it. And there were certain things that I guess it was a really good exercise to try that. So then on the way back, as we've got a few hours to talk to each other, we're driving back, and Simon and I came up with the idea of, you know, why don't we just put together an event? And we went and had a look at the Riverbend Caravan Park. And the initial idea was to get some marquees, invite a heap of people if they wanted to come in convoy. And in convoy, it means let's meet somewhere and let's all drive together. Or if you can't do that, meet us there for 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. So we're leaving on Friday, the 25th of February. We're going to stay on the river at the Riverbend Caravan Park. And everybody who's coming so far, there's over 11 groups of people. And you can book, I think it's for $50 a night for the campsite. And you can bring your camper, trailer, you can bring your tent, or you can actually rent a cabin. So there's quite a few people that have got a cabin. So here, this is the view of the Riverbend Caravan Park, where we'll be setting up a bit of a some marquees. So it's actually gone from one thing to more and more and more. And Simon's gone out and bought a huge marquee. He's bought a barbecue. He's bought camp chairs. He's bought everything we could possibly need. And we're going to we've hired a coaster bus this time, so we can try out the coaster bus. So this is more about Heal the Healer, about people coming together. If they've got something to offer or a healing service to offer, doing a swap with someone. If you haven't got any healing modalities that you do, that's okay. Maybe you offer a donation for the services, so it's a fair exchange for people's time. Or if you just want to sit back and eat, you know, cook a barbecue or go for a swim in the river or just relax, whatever. It's about connecting. So we've got lots of amazing practitioners that are coming along. We've got a yoga teacher. We've got a meditation facilitator. We've got Matthew Greenwood doing drumming. We've got Kylie, who's offered to do chakra dance. So many different amazing things. We've got massage therapist, Michelle. We've got people doing access bars, Healy, Reiki, the whole lot. So it'll just be actually me letting go of controlling and running it all and just letting it happen. Okay, I'll take a breath now. I'll just check what's happening here. So Adair's put, I'm so keen to make it happen. Yes, definitely. If you can come over for it from Queensland, Adair, that would be amazing. But this is going to be the start of many. Not sure how often it's going to be yet. It'll just be whenever it feels light. And that's how I'm operating from now on in my life. If it feels light, if it feels fun, and I want to do it, that's what I'm going to do. If anybody wants to join me, fantastic. Okay, it's about sharing the love, sharing the laughter, sharing the fun, and not having to do things on your own. People may be surprised that I've done a lot on my own, and I go out for dinner on my own a lot. And I actually quite like that now. But at first, it was a little challenging to do. So why not invite people and make a day of it or a weekend of it? Okay, so Ros Boundy. Oh, that sounds perfect. Bugger, I can't be there for that one. Oh, no worries, Ros. Another time, maybe. There's quite a few that can't make it this time. So, Marianne Till. Marianne, hi. She's put, I really miss those events down at Meeting Place. Yeah, so do I. We tried to reignite them and have another one with Diane McCann as our guest speaker, which was, oh my goodness, it was a hilarious one. I'm not sure whether you were there at that one, Marianne, but it was great fun. So yeah, we will be doing something. The tribe is a continuous evolving being. Actually, that's what it is, and it's about just being able to feel accepted in a place where there is no judgment and you just be you. That's it. You just be you. Just show up and be you. So it's really relaxing. Okay. Simon's put, you're such an inspiration. I can't wait to see you embrace this journey. Thank you, Simon. Thank you for all your help. He's been encouraging me a lot along the way. And yes, I miss them too. Yeah, so there's going to be other things happening. There is something in the works at the moment. I need to just have a conversation with Breathe, Stretch, Float in the City. Joe and Jim, we interviewed them last week. Was it last week? Was that the start? Yes, last week was the first one. Gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing. There's a lot going on in my head at the moment, so please excuse me. So Adair's put, so the convoys are like a Heal the Healer event as well as a gathering. Yes, but it's not exclusive to healers. It's open to all. Anyone who wants to learn more about spirituality, increase their frequency, get to connect with others, and just find out more about what's happening. So with the universe as well, I'm sure we're going to have lots of campside fire chats as well. Matthew Greenwood will actually be bringing his drums and rattles for sale as well, so we'll probably be doing a bit of a drum circle, so it's going to be pretty good fun. So that's the Tribe Convoy. And then I just did want to talk a little bit about Enlighten Tribe, the Global Wellness Directory. So I have been trying to move and centralize everything over to sushaw.com.au, because it's a lot easier to remember my name than Riverland Wellness Festival, Enlighten Tribe Convoy, and all these different things. So yeah, I've tried to condense it into the one website, and in that space there's different tabs. So there's the wellness, my wellness center, shower, sanctuary, and retreat. There's the Enlighten Tribe and the directory, the global directory. Thanks, Adair, for that. So with the directory, that is an annual membership that entitles you to put on your business listing and profile, and you basically get a full page. You get 8 different photographs in there. It's an amazing gallery of photographs, and it has a search engine on it, and we can optimize that. So whenever someone wants to search anywhere in the world, eventually, a yoga class or a meditation group or a massage therapist, the whole purpose is so that you actually know that I've actually vetted these people. Vetted isn't the right word. I've actually had a treatment with these people, or I know of them, or I know that they're authentic and they're coming from a heart-centered business space. So you don't actually have to sift through trying to find a decent massage therapist because they're already on there, and I've already had a treatment with them myself. Okay, so it's a very, very sacred space. It's not about promoting and letting everybody join. There are set criteria for it, so that we keep that energy and authenticity alive and well. Okay, so I think that's enough about the tribe and what I'm kind of doing in the future. Has anyone got any questions about psychosomatics or face reading or how to increase your energy? Any questions from anybody? Don't be shy now. All right. Have I missed anybody's questions? No. Has anybody got an idea for the next Enlightened Tribe Convoy? Is there somewhere that you love, that you've been to, and that you'd love to take others and show them? Is there anyone? Does anybody like to comment on a place that we could go for our next convoy? It's all gone quiet over there. Okay, thank you, Adair. Save the day. How can face readings help me understand people who have a polar opposite view from me? Really good question. Okay, it's going to be hard to do this in a nutshell, but I'll do my best. So face readings are about looking at the face, on the left side of the face and the right side of the face, to see if there's any imbalances. But when you're looking at somebody who's completely opposite to you, for example, if someone's got a really square, solid chin and jaw that's very square, mine's very triangular. So if somebody's got, and I'll just bring out this feature more than anything because it'll be easier. So with the square shape, a square object sits firm and solid on a table, doesn't it? If I was to put my chin on the table, I actually would wobble from side to side because of my very triangular jaw and not much base. So all the chakras are in the face. So this is the head here. The arms come across here. The elbows go down here. The torso is the nose. So the torso is actually the same length as the nose in proportion on the body. And then we've got thighs that come out here. Knees are here, and then it goes down to here. So your feet are here on your chin. Okay, the feet is the foundation of life, the base chakra, red. Okay, so if somebody's got a very square jaw, they're going to be quite firm, solid, pretty immovable. Okay, so when they make a decision in their physical zone that that's what they're going to do, you're not going to budge them. All right. The polar opposite to that is the triangular face, who is usually someone who's not very grounded because they haven't got the balance going on there in their chin, in the base. So they need to do more grounding and anchoring. And by that, I mean standing on the ground and feeling the energy coming up and helping you to feel supported on the earth. And sometimes what can happen, and the tendency that can happen, is you don't feel that support. So you need to bring in other people to help you and support you to feel supported on this earth. So, and the difference there is the sensitivity in the jawline. So the triangular jawline, very sensitive, very emotive. Quite emotional, okay, and sensitive. So if you're talking to a sensitive, emotional person who likes to get things done in that way and feeling, as opposed to someone who's solid and resolute, you're going to get two absolutely completely different things going on there. When you understand that it's the behavior and the performance of that, and it's just how they operate, and it's nothing to do with you, and that's just how you operate, then you're able to step back and just observe what's going on and not take things personally, which is a Don Miguel Riaz's his book as well, The Four Agreements. Don't take things personally. Hopefully that, in a nutshell, just explains one feature. And I've got a few more things here. So, quite a few. Bear with me, folks. So Ree has put Manam. Yes, great idea. Manam's a top spot. Somebody who's a Facebook user, I'm not sure who that is because you need to click on something in order for us to see your name. Black Point. I was just looking at Black Point the other day. That's York Peninsula, I think, isn't it? Okay. Simon's put, would love to do a long weekend trip to Uluru. Yes, amazing. That would be great. Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Now, Roz has put, does the face change much over time for the face analysis? Absolutely. Absolutely. The face actually can change while you're sat there having a face reading in an hour. The thing that makes it change is you bringing awareness to those parts of you and aspects of you that have been locked out or not heard or not seen or not healed. So the face not only changes, but the body changes, because the whole face is in the body. Okay. So I've actually seen that take place where somebody has had a really deep crease in the back of their body. And by the time we've finished the analysis, the crease is completely gone. Yeah, same with lines of development and things like that as well. So yeah, I've had, every time I have a face reading photograph done, it's completely different each time. And the idea is to bring yourself back into more balance, to accept your divine feminine, to accept your divine masculine, and embrace them as one. And to live in the present, enjoy now, not worry about the past, not worry about the future, live in the now, and use all of your full potential to live at your maximum capacity. So good question. Thank you for that, Ros. Wayne, in terms of buying your own cards for readings from a shop, how do you know what to buy? Your cards are always so inspirational. Okay, great question, Wayne. Thank you. The only way I can suggest is you go into a shop and you let the cards pick you. Much like when you go into a crystal shop, the crystals, you're attracted to that particular crystal and they pick you. So you can hold the pack and put it against your heart and just ask your heart, does this feel light or does this feel heavy? Is this right for me or not? And you'll actually be drawn more and more towards the one. And it might be the pictures that you're drawn to, or it might be just something that you just pick. I change on a daily basis as to which card packs I use, but I've got about 50 of them, so I've got plenty. But I always tend to go back to the regular 2 or 3 that I use. So hope that answers your question, Wayne, and thank you so much for asking that. And yeah, Wayne's had such a fun face reading we did. It was great. Yeah, thank you, Wayne. Okay, Adair's just put, that makes sense. I have a very triangular jaw. Yeah, feeling totally unsupported in the world. So even more grounding. Be around trees as much as possible, anchor to the earth as much as possible, because you are supported. It's just that your physical structure is showing you that that's not how you felt from birth to now, because it all shows up in the body from birth to now. Okay, Simon has said, my face has changed dramatically over the 7 years, revisiting every year. Yes, truly inspirational, motivational, and amazing to see. Now, Simon, actually, that's how I met Simon. It was 7 years ago. I think it was 7 years ago when he did face reading training with Sean Jago, my teacher, when we had the workshop here, the training here. And I know Simon doesn't remember much about it because it was a big healing experience for him, but he's very switched on and tuned in to the face. In fact, we all are. We all automatically know when we feel aligned to someone, or when we feel drawn to someone, and when we feel repelled from someone. Okay, so just trust your intuition, trust your gut. And when you know how to do the face reading as well, you can see it. You can tell. You can tell. You can look into somebody's eyes and you can know whether they're telling the truth or not. And, you know, for me, I express everything on my face. Just before we came live, Adair said, oh, you've got that brow furrow going on, because I was getting myself a bit nervy. And she, like, that's what happens. My brow just crunches up and I'm, because I have to think too much. Oh, dear. Yeah. So Wayne's just said, yeah, he had an awesome face reading. Beep, beep. I'm going to keep that private because that's a little private joke of ours. So much fun. And, you know, that's why I do this work as well, because it's about fun. That's my actual number one thing. I don't actually want to do anything unless it's fun. I'm a forever child. I'm a forever kid. I'll always be that way. All right. So Roz, floating is support, Adair. Floating is support. I'm not sure what that means. Floating, haha, you made me. My brow furrow. All right, any more questions? Thank you so much for joining in. This has been a really fun, interactive session, actually. So we've probably got time for one more question. Hey, Verity. Verity is a breath worker in Adelaide. She's fantastic. And Verity's had a face reading, and I've attended one of her sound bath breathwork sessions, which was phenomenal. I cried my eyes out for ages. So didn't think it would be that powerful. I just thought, yeah, I'll just go along and try it out. And it was profound. So Verity is beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Verity. Hey, Michelle, how you going? Any questions? We'll put it out for the next. We've only got 2 minutes left. So if there's any more questions, I guess also wanted to say Renmark Hotel is where the Riverland Wellness Festival will be again this year, 2nd and 3rd of April, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So hopefully you can join us and get along there to that trip. So that'll be awesome. Adair Palmer lives on the water and floats in her kayak. Yes, that's right, she does. And it was actually going to Coochie Island and staying with Adair in September that brought up all of these different changes for me, which I will share as we move through the rest of the year and I get some more clarity, because actually I'm just surrendering. I'm not sure what's going on. So Melinda Boosh, thank you, Melinda. I hope I've pronounced that right. Think I need to book in a face reading. Okay, yeah, that'll be fab. I either do face readings one-on-one here at my retreat at Shara Sanctuary at Hallett Cove, or I can do them via Zoom. So either way, you'll get a face split so that you can actually just spend some time with your inner self and your outer self and get to know you a bit more. Adair said, if anyone wants to co-pilot a bus to Renmark, I'd be thinking to share if the stars align. Excellent. All right. And Ree, yes, probably time for another face reading. Absolutely. With all the amazing changes that you've had. Yeah. And Ree has done the face reading training as well. So, yeah, we've had quite a few people go through the face reading training. So it is a pretty phenomenal thing to be seen fully for the first time with everything there, because everything shows up on our face. There's no hiding it. So you can say whatever you want, but it's all there on the face to be read. Okay. And the purpose of that is to share compassion and to really see someone for their truth and who they are, to recognize them, to listen to them, to be there with them. It's a really beautiful honor for me to do that work. Okay. All right. Nice to catch up live streaming again. Thank you, Roz. Yes. Ree, it's amazing. Yes. And Melinda is in Queensland near Coochie. Is that Mel? Have I met you? Is that Mel, Melinda, the same? It is, isn't it? It's Mel, who I met when I was on Coochie. I reckon it is. Okay. Zoom it will be. All right. If you've not had one, book in, Ree says. Yeah, thank you. All right, so thank you so much for coming online and helping us out at the last minute with the show tonight after the scratching with Amanda. And thank you, just thank you. I'm so excited about the year ahead, and I'm just excited to have people join us if they want to. You're all welcome. You're all amazing, and this year is, I know I can feel it, it's already abundantly magnificent. Remember that. If you want any more information, just go to sushaw.com.au. If you want to have a look at the directory, it's on that page. It's the Global Wellness Directory. And yeah, thank you all for joining us. Amazing as always, Sue. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. And love to Billiana as well, and your beautiful children. And yep, Simon says, see you all at the Convoys. So see you all soon. And next week on the show, we've actually got Matthew Greenwood from Matthew Greenwood Spiritual Journeys. So that'll be awesome to have him on the show. He's got his own show, but he's going to be on this show. So woohoo! All right. Thanks everyone for your input. Have an amazing week and weekend. Until next time. It's a sure thing.